Time now for Truth or Fake, our daily fact-checking segment. I'm joined by Vedika Bahel. Vedika, welcome to the programme. You've been looking into more online misinformation surrounding the war in Ukraine today, particularly claims that Russia has destroyed the first of Ukraine's donated Leopard 2 tanks. Tell us more.
Yes, Thomas, viral photos show these claims that Russia has managed to capture and destroy the first of Ukraine's Leopard 2 tanks sent to the Ukrainian front line. So let's take a look. Now, in this first photo claim here, we can see that there's over 185,000 different views just on this one alone. This was one of many that I've seen. What we can see is a tank, a battered tank submerged in water with the Russian flag poking out of it. And this user's gone on to say the first Leopard 2 captured at Artemovsk by Russian soldiers. Now, this is quite interesting that they've used Artemovsk because that is actually the former Russian name of what is now known as the Ukrainian city of Bakhmut. So that indicates that this is a pro-Russian account there. But that is the claim. We've also got a second one, slightly different, but in the same vein. And this user has over 132,000 views. And we can see that this user says, today near the village of Yadnoy, PMC, private military company, Wagner fighters destroyed the first Leopard tanks. The fighters were very surprised to see German equipment deployed on our position. So this user has named a slightly different place, the village of Yadnoy, but has attributed the destruction of the alleged destruction of the tanks directly to the Russian mercenary Wagner group. Now, in terms of the tanks themselves, we know that these have indeed arrived in Ukraine after much documentation through the media. They arrived last week on February 24th, which was the first anniversary of the war starting. They were sent by Poland after a lengthy hesitance by Germany, who produced them. So we know that they are there, but the claims are not necessarily true.
OK, so how do we know these destroyed Leopard tank stories are actually misinformation?
Well, a reverse image search, a simple reverse image search, actually of the two photos made it very clear to us that both of those images there were taken well before the conflict began in Ukraine. That same photo that we saw of the battered tank upside down, submerged in the water, appeared on this website. This is a Russian language forum, and it was taken at least 23 years ago. At the bottom of the page of this forum, it was actually dated. Just show you there. It was actually dated December 2006. So we know that this picture is at least 23 years old. We can also see that the tank doesn't carry a Russian flag, which is a pretty strong indication that this photo has been manipulated. Now, the second picture that we saw there actually appeared on this website. This is the Russian website Top War. And again, it's dated February 2018. So what we do know is that this picture is not, the picture of the tank is not from Ukraine. It's not a recent picture. And in fact, the article does indeed indicate to us that it was a tank destroyed by the Kurds against the Turks in the Syrian civil war during the Battle of Afrin. Now, there's also been no verified official news media that confirms that any Leopard 2s have been seized or destroyed by Russia. In fact, the Wagner mercenary group have themselves denied it. This was posted by Yevgeny Prigozhin, who is the founder and head of the mercenary Wagner group. And he actually posted an audio file earlier on this official Telegram channel of his own, saying the words, "So far, there have been no fights with the Leopards." So overall, both of those claims, both of those images there of Russia having destroyed the Leopard 2s sent to Ukraine. These are clearly clearly being used out of context to continue to stimulate and perpetuate that pro-Russian narrative and to really continue to push the idea that Russia is winning this war, Tom.
Well, that brings you up to date with the world news. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to France 24.